And all of those old standards, man. Ronnie used to say that too. He says, you want to learn how to play music, learn how to play standards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I can't agree with him more.
Yeah. Well, that's where everything builds off, man.
Right.
You know, you learn the standards. That's some of the first stuff I learned when I started playing.
Right.
I got me a.
And that's why you can play anything.
Yeah. Well, that's what
you hear a melody, you know where it's going.
Well, in New Orleans, like I tell everybody at my clinics, man, you have to be a musician and to be able to survive and just play music and that's it.
That's right.
You couldn't just play one type of music.
What did we do when we were kids? We played a gig Friday night.
You don't want to forget
we
that.
played a wedding on Saturday, right? And were we allowed to play rock and roll at
I
the wedding?
played different. I would have 4 or 5 different gigs, man. I'd go from playing jazz to rock and roll to R&B, which is funk now.
You had to play music for old people?
Everything, man. So
all the old people's music?
And I think that's what makes me New Orleans musicians special, you know, especially coming up in those days. I don't know about now, but back in the days, in order for you to survive, you had to play everything.
I see the same thing.
You know, so, and the standards is like some of the first stuff. I get me a fake book. And, learn all the songs like I Remember April and
Que Sera,
yeah, Que Sera, and I Remember You, all these songs, man. I was playing with older guys that was very prolific in jazz and playing the standard songs, so I was kind of forced to learn that stuff.
That's right.
Or else I wouldn't have a gig.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I remember the story, man. I didn't have a gig. I came on a gig and somebody else was in my place. You know, when I was about 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know. And that was the thing that kind of changed my whole way of thinking about music and what I wanted to be. And I just promised that wasn't going to ever happen to me again. And I went to woodshed.
When we were kids, when we played that gig on Mardi Gras, you were Danny White.
Yeah.
You know what the theme song for my band was? And we were kids. Four.
Yeah.
Miles Davis. That was our theme song.
Yeah. See, I know what you mean.
You know, here's a bunch of teenagers in high school, and their theme song is a Miles Davis joint. Now, we wasn't a jazz fan, but we played four, man. That was our theme song,
You have to play it. You have to play that stuff.
We should get a commercial in real quick after this.
Yeah.
At 15:30.